Okay, thank you, Chairwoman. Thank you, Ranking Member. It's an opportunity to testify today. As you said, I have served the House. I'm on, right? I'm on? Okay. Great. I served the House for more than 3 decades. When I began in 1993, legislative information showed up each morning. It was tied in twine, and it was in big stacks and printed pages. Today, legislative information is available, as we all know, instantly from virtually anywhere. Technology has changed dramatically, as you both said, but our responsibility has not. Congressional information must remain trustworthy, understandable, and available to those who need it. Congress is not only a lawmaking institution, it is one of the nation's most important information institutions. And today, how we organize it, connect it, and deliver that information matters just as much as the information itself. Public access, as you both said, is ultimately about trust, and people should not need expert-level knowledge of our procedures or our structure to understand congressional information. As I prepared today, a colleague mentioned wayfinding. Anyone who has tried to navigate the Capitol complex, even those of us who've been here for a while, it's difficult. Our digital environment, as you both alluded to, is the same. Every day, people try to find their way across our ecosystem of websites to information they need, and often they don't even start on a congressional website at all. Instead, they begin with search engines, apps, AI tools, and the like. That means Congress must design 2 complementary experiences: intuitive journeys for people and trusted structured data for the digital systems they increasingly rely upon. Both should lead people back to our authoritative congressional information. The quality, structure, and governance of our data matters more than ever. That is why modernization efforts such as the adoption of structured legislative data standards like United States legislative markup are so important. While these are largely invisible to us and most of our users, they are foundational. Better standards produce better data produces better systems produce better public access. Trustworthy outputs require trustworthy inputs. As Congress considers the future of public access, we should recognize that we are no longer simply publishing static websites. We are publishing information into a digital ecosystem. The early vision behind GPO Access and Thomas evolved in today's GovInfo and Congress.gov repositories, demonstrating the value of sustained investment, stewardship, and collaboration across the legislative branch. We do not need to predict every future technology, and we shouldn't spend years on the perfect plan, but we do need to continue to invest in well-structured data, in a clearer understanding of user needs, and in the institutional capacity to adapt quickly, like you said. My written statement outlines 3 recommendations. First, www.house.gov should evolve into a clearer public front door, helping people find the authoritative information without needing to understand the internal organizations of the House or even of the legislative branch. Second, the House should create a more consistent experience across all of our websites, using familiar navigation and design patterns that help people find what they need when they need it. Third, Congress should adapt a data-first strategy grounded in user research and designed around how people and the systems that they rely upon discover, access, verify, and use our information. These recommendations are not intended to be implemented through a single large modernization effort. They can begin with user research and discovery, continue through forward-looking information architecture and user experience design, and progress through a phased, iterative roadmap that continuously delivers improvement and value over time. Technology will continue to change. Congress's responsibility to the public will not. Our responsibility is to ensure that wherever someone begins their journey, whether that's on House.gov, Congress.gov, one of your websites, an AI tool, or technologies yet to come, they can find the information they need when they need it, and it's trustworthy and authoritative. Thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to our discussion.